have the cup before the cider. You take a sip. I see where you going already.
I just want to talk about it real quick. So on Easter, my in Jamaica.
Okay. No, you're good. That just means it started. You're fine. No, keep talking. I want to get him in camera. He's trying to run out and shit. You gotta leave. But I want the camera to get you. I want us to know who you are.
So they have Easter Sunday, of course, naturally. But then the grill gets popping. I don't know why, but I guess we can say at midnight-ish. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then it's beverages, and then you have the morning, and then that's when we eat. Mm-hmm. And then it's like just nothing but romping around all Monday. And it's beautiful because nothing's open. Nothing. Mm-hmm. It's just a whole community. And I'm just really excited because I had witnessed it one time in my youth, and it was beautiful.
Yo.
I
haven't been, but
I was 14.
I plan on going next year.
Watching a Jamaican ass talk about being Jamaican with a Yankees jersey on is very funny. I just want to put that out there.
My father would be very proud of this moment. I just want to put that out there. Gregory would be very happy, and he would laugh at me hysterically.
You're like, I'm a Jamaican winner. Know who I am. Know me. This is what we do in Jamaica.
W's.
Shout out to Jamrock.
You hear me?
Bro, I'm about to have 2 different drinks while we're doing this.
Yeah, so what's that? That's smoothie. Is that a smoothie?
Mango Star.
Oh, okay. So that's health.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's how Jamaican I am. Look at me. Hey, what we got? Hello.
Oh, today.
Hello.
Oh, and it's purple.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh, we real on it today.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Super Gregory.
That bitch is on
Shout out to Gregory.
All right, cool.
Shout out to Dad.
Hey, Greg.
Right? That guy.
You should hear her story about a place she was spinning at last night. They had her name up in the lights.
Yeah.
That shit was nice.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
They were like, you a star. You a star, Sean Don.
I love it.
A star. And I was like, was there anything else over there? She was like, nah, it was just me, Slim.
Yeah.
I was out there. I was like, yeah, I would have came for that shit.
Well, wait, I gotta do it.
No, I can't wait to see my name in lights. No one's gonna stop me. You'll see I will go far. Taina.
Yes, that's pretty.
And I practiced my MCing.
Oh, did you? Okay. Oh, you getting ready. Mm-hmm. Okay, you getting ready. Anybody got a lighter? Mm-hmm. You getting real ready.
So I rolled up and left the lighter at home.
Wow. That's not like you.
It's not.
You left your lighter at home.
I sure did.
Wiz Khalifa would be ashamed of you.
He would. Tragedy. Like, and you know what's even more big well crazy?
What's up?
Is before I left, I cleaned up my ottoman, which is where I rolled up, and I put the lighter in the drawer, and I was like, okay, we're good to go here. It left like a dummy.
Hades must have been in the way. That sounds like Hades was running around. That's the only time you leave some shit.
He was out.
Hades is so adorable ass dog.
Oh my god.
He be in the room.
I'm still mad he ate my Say Less pen. That really hurt.
Okay.
That hurt because it's red and white like the Supreme sticker, and for him to chew on it,
yeah.
I was like, hey.
I be feeling bad about your tweets. You be like, damn, this nigga eating shit.
Like, that
got
me crushed because I was like, I thought we were mature. He turns 3 in 2 weeks though. So I'm thinking, we're on our mature shit. He grown man on here, he turning 3, yeah. No, he chewed that junk. And then he had the audacity to hide it underneath the blanket, bruh.
Yo, dogs are smart. Dogs will do some shit and blame it on you. Like, nah, you chewed that.
Yo, you know what else was underneath the blanket?
What's up?
A chewed up paper towel from Lido's.
Oh, okay.
And he chewed up my headband for my hair, and I was
like, no. That's his spot. That's his spot that he thinks you don't know about.
Dog, underneath the blanket, and the blanket's new.
Rolling.
Yo, so I got a question. This is a very awkward question. I can't wait for this to come up in the episode.
Yeah.
Which one of these cameras do I avoid to go get niggas food? That was a great moment. They're like, yo, wow, good question.
You just gotta do it.
Yeah, you're gonna be in the way regardless of that.
Oh, am I? Oh,
yeah, because you have no way out. So technically, I would go get it.
I'd say come out on this side.
I was gonna say I want to be the guy serving the women today, though. Right? Yeah.
So come out this way. Come through with a serving platter and just bring it around.
I don't have no platter. I only serve face when I come out here.
Yes.
That's it.
Energy.
Ain't no platters. Ain't no platters.
You a bad bitch.
Hey, united. I ain't bad bitches united. Okay. Hey.
Sorry, before you start, if you want to like bring it and like you can, I don't know if that will help.
I mean, you want to do that? You want to just make it look awkward? Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
I love it.
That's what I put the plates and the two sauces there for.
Look at the beautiful market. No. I don't plan to be on camera.
I'm gonna say
just the hand.
Look at the party focusing on.
And I'm waiting for the stuff to get out the oven anyway. So
okay. All right. Cool. People gonna see your hand and be like, "That's a beautiful hand. Whose hand is that?"
It's not, but it's okay.
Oh, I've been looking for a hand model.
I'm gonna be like, look at that beautiful arms.
Oh man, it's like I seen her in the Adidas commercials, yo.
Sexy hand there. Hand model couture.
Just let me know when y'all ready.
You can pass it now. Yeah, you can go ahead, yo. Yeah, you can slide that. I've been thinking about that chicken since I popped it out. I'm eating chicken today. I text one of my partners that's holding me accountable. I text one of my partners that's holding me accountable, and I was like, yo.
But it was made with mom.
I was like, just to let you know, I'm eating chicken today.
But it was made with mom's love. So
it was.
What we
my
saying?
mom don't be giving a fuck when I'm gonna do some shit. She gonna be like, all right, fat boy, do it.
No, that's my Gregory. My Gregory be doing that
for fun. She's an adorable person.
My Gregory be doing that.
A couple of pictures of her.
Yeah, when you'll talk to her one day, you'll fall in love.
You know what's wild about that? They do that shit. So Gregory's like, you need to be careful, for you look like me. First of all, nigga.
Gregory, super disrespectful.
I was like, first of all, we gonna need a whole lot of White Castle burgers to catch up anywhere near you, baby boy. Like, nah, that's not even it.
Do you see this smile that's being presented right now at the chicken?
Y'all don't understand how much I love food.
It.
Absolutely.
I don't. Let us know how much do you love food. It's an episode of Snacks. We here now.
I don't have to get married. I just have to eat. That's it. That's how much I love food. Marriage.
Energy.
Y'all niggas want plates or saucers?
I take a whole plate because I'm a robot. I'm gonna eat for real. Cause thank you so much. Like real food was about to be broken down.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Oh man, this is. I'm emotional, y'all.
Don't be emotional.
First of all, it's a beautiful Sunday. I listened to Tina Marie on the way here, honey. Square business up in the car. It was lit for Lady T. You know.
Yeah.
Then I got out the car listening to Get Me Body. Like,
Get Me Body. Get Me Body. Give me shoulder. Get Me Body. Get Me Body. And like, we got our friend out here. We got Sean Dawn out here. She out here, the finest fits.
I'm with y'all.
On the illustrious, beautiful Sunday. It is great outside right now. Like, and then y'all just got me coming here with all this love and energy. I got food on the table.
I can smell the love.
Girl, you can touch the love if you want to. It's okay. I put it in front of you guys on purpose.
Okay. No, listen. I'm gonna
just do it.
But it has to be like real hand modelly when we start.
Okay.
So I was gonna do it when we start.
I'm not on that level. What
I feel
I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna keep my promise. Hey Kev. Hey, this you Kev. This that beef patty, I promise you. You just, hey, I was gonna disrespect. Yeah, that's you right there, Kev. Yeah. Every episode, I feel like I'll call somebody to like come through and get food.
Yes, you do.
And then go back. That's gonna
you
be
do.
a thing.
This was last time it was Tyrell.
Yeah. I'll be bullying people. I love that shit.
Yeah.
God,
you gonna eat this?
You gonna eat this good food?
Eat this good food. It's good. Yeah. All that and everything. I love it.
You should not put us in the same room. I feel bad for people.
Yeah.
But anyway, so tell us about your day. What's going on? How's life? How's everything?
My day's pretty good. I went to go get my lashes done before I came here. And I probably go to like the Cherry Blossom pop-up bar when I leave here.
I wanted to go to that too.
Yeah. Is it?
I don't know. I know they did it there last time. I don't know if they did the same thing.
No, the one that I think they're having is like K, right? Okay,
Street. I think so.
Right?
Where they do like the 14th Street pop-up.
Yes!
The Miracle.
I want to go to that too. It looks so adorable on freaking Instagram.
Are you guys going to go together?
We can.
I mean, we can, but I do have to go see, whatchamacallit, about the model call today.
Oh!
Yeah.
Slay.
I'm gonna do my best.
Trying to trick. Yeah, that's now.
Make sure I have enough twirls.
Yeah, you're gonna be out there. Keep that meat fresh. Let them know what's up.
You knew, cause let me tell you something. After Friday, baby.
Yeah. I see you twerking. I was like, oh, is that Alex? I was like, oh shit, I got you on camera.
Friday.
Actually, let me finish editing this video to put it on Instagram so niggas know, Velma was busting down the other day. Did you see your video on my IG got like 300 and some change in views? Yeah. And that was the day IG was not working?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was impressive. I was like, wow.
You be doing stuff. You gotta stop doing these things.
Instagram has just been like
fucking up.
It works.
I feel bad for everybody who invests money in that joint, like in terms of advertisement and stuff. Like, so you pay money and then Instagram must have not work that day, and it's like, so do I get my money back?
No, you don't.
I doubt it.
No, you don't.
Not at all.
That might give you an extra push when it's back up, though.
Shit.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not. So let me tell you something. So my Facebook, obviously, and Instagram, obviously, are connected, and they have the same payment together, linked together. So one day, I had posted a photo on the Facebook, and I was like, okay, cool. I think I might boost it. So I tapped boost, but I didn't follow through with the process. I didn't set up the audience. I didn't set up, the
still
days.
Got charged.
And they charged the dog shit out me. And I was like, bitch. And not to mention, I'm not saying they took like $5 for like a day. Nah, my nigga, they took $25 fucking dollars. I didn't even set it to 5 days, nor $5 worth of. No.
I still owe them. Every time I get on Facebook, they're like, yo, you still owe us like $8. I'm like, yo, I never even pressed the boost button.
Never.
I never followed through.
Never. The disrespect. I was so tight that day.
That's very real. You had a moment. You saw that bite?
I did.
It's a sad story, but you saw that bite right there, right?
Man.
Yo, someone get a close up of her right now, yo. You see that? You see the flakes, yo, coming off the patio? Yeah. That's it right there.
This
joint better than hire mom.
No, I just not. My mom in New Jersey, yo. You don't have to pay for travel.
That's fine.
You don't have to.
That's fine.
We be out here.
That's fine.
I
can do that.
We'll do that. Well, this right here. This right here. This chicken I'm breaking open right here. This joint I'm bringing up to the mouth right here. You mean this jerk?
Hey. Yes, honey.
Let people know how that tastes.
Muy bien, nigga.
Hey! I need that to get. I need that to GIF. Somebody make that right now. Make it now. We need that right now. Somebody send that to me.
Shit good.
Wait.
It's good.
I wish I had my phone ready because I would have made that joke. Oh my god. The best boomerang anybody has ever seen. Jeez. Have mercy. That's amazing.
This gonna be another joke again. Niggas gonna be like, yo, you can't take that nigga nowhere.
Definitely can't. But I love that though. That was so beautiful.
Appreciate it, man.
That was so buttery and smooth, just like these beef patties, bro. The flakiness.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And she got a little sweetness to it. Bro, I knew what she did. She did it. She doing it.
My mom told me to just put them in the microwave. I was like, no.
Why do they do that?
I argue with my parents.
You know what's so funny? I think it's because they sold whatever after cooking it. That is like whatever's the quickest. Because my phone be on that dumb shit too. Why would I do that? Why would I put this? What's wrong with you? Well, it's quick. I got time. I came here and did that.
My parents be like, it's just beef patties. I'll be like, well, I'm just feeding Americans, nigga. What's wrong with you?
This is great. I'm ready for summer now.
I just want there to be like a silent moment where you all just eat silently.
I just want to say I'm ready for summer at this exact time.
I see so many summer tweets. And like, the weather better break. I'm over this shit. I don't want it to go back to being cold. I'm like, niggas, it's April.
Neither.
It's April.
It doesn't matter. Last year it snowed around Easter.
Yeah.
So I can't take it.
I mean, I know what time it is. We all know Memorial Day weekend when it gets nasty. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know every time. We just gotta wait. Even though Memorial Day weekend is the end of the month this year, it's like the 28th on a Monday, and I was just like, But we know around that time, right there, we gonna know what's up, because it never fails. Like it always happens. So I'm not patient, but I guess it gives you something to look forward to. I guess.
Are y'all gonna come to one of my backyard parties?
Am I invited?
Yes.
This is the invite.
This is the invite.
I'm gonna be there.
We're doing it all summer.
Drinks. I can't wait to eat your food.
Yes. Oh my god.
I can't wait to laugh at your jokes. here for all of this.
You know me.
You done started
bust down to the set. Ow. Coming through with all the bust down energy.
I'm gonna bring my bust down mommy. Just paper towel for you right now.
Yeah. Bring my auntie energy.
No, you good. You got one more slice. Yeah, that's
now
you
I
right
have to get like a whole roll.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Bring my auntie energy with the line dance for the culture. Just, hey, you gotta shoot the dice.
Are you gonna bring your own fruits for your mimosas?
I can if you want me to. We can do a lot of different things. Listen, I got a frozen bag of pineapple in the freezer. Talk to me. What's up?
Oh,
yes, honey. Frozen pineapple. Out here.
Got a dab. Just passing church right now.
You one more time?
No. I got my You Matter shirt. That's all I need. All right, just like that video.
I came prepared today.
No, I know. I see. Purple.
Yes, Lord. I love these important adult business meeting square cubes. I love that.
Oh, you like that? Yeah.
Gives me Wolf of Wall Street vibes. I don't know about anybody else, but it really does. When you have like specifically shaped cubes, it just makes you feel like, oh shit, we money.
Get real.
You know what I'm saying? There's money in a room.
Is that movie reference? I just hear Quaaludes.
Like it just making money.
That movie was funny as shit.
Oh my god, him and Margot.
What he thought he did and what he actually did.
Yo, my guy thought he was really whipping.
He wasn't.
No.
But it's fine.
My man slid out the car. Roll it around.
Alright. Well, we here. Let's talk about the professionalism.
Yeah.
And everything else as a woman in the industry.
Let's dive into.
Yeah, you like that.
Let's dive in. So the first thing I want to ask you is, because you know we're through March with Women's History Month and Women's International Day. Shout out to all the women's and the ladies out here, guys. We doing it. I guess I know for me, I was raised with knowing education is important. So even though my education has nothing to do with what I do, I feel like it does help and I feel like it does matter. When you were in school, did you go to school for what you do today, or has it helped you at all for the young girls?
No, I'm not in school for what I went for. I went for like healthcare administration in college, and then I'm a product of Birmingham Public Schools. So we weren't taught the best, but I think my class was the pilot class for AP programs in the whole city. So I had like a certain edge, but when I went to University of Alabama, it still didn't give me enough. So it was roll tide. Yes. I don't think it prepared me, to be quite honest. Not school, per se. The life lessons that I got while in school did. But other than that, no. But school is important. Yeah. Were you able to develop a networking system? I did. I had to learn how to become. I'm such an introvert. I'm still an introvert, but I had to learn how to network, meet new people, especially outside of my race and different cultures and everything else. So that was one huge advantage of going outside of my realm. Okay.
Do you have any mentors, or were you involved in any programs that helped you, push towards where you are, or even put you on the right track, or even did you attend any music camps? Or
no music camps, but I can say in I think it was my senior year of high school, I was put into the system, so I was a foster child, whatever. So when I went to college, some family members knew I did, but most didn't even know I was in school. So it was a program called REACH, and it was specifically for Board of State students, and I didn't know how many of us it was, and it was one of the greatest things ever. My mentor at the time, she was also the advisor, Jamaica Hartley. She just got my life together. I was going through depression. It was just I was what the fuck am I doing?
Right.
I didn't know what the hell college was about or anything. It was just too much stress. And so she got me into therapy while I was in school. It just got my life together. So I've always had a mentor at every point in my life, honestly. But the REACH program, it put me back on track because I was about to be a drug dealer's baby mama, which isn't a bad thing. But I would not be here today.
Understood. That's beautiful. So mentorships and having somebody look out for you definitely has helped and made a difference. All right, so let's talk about the business.
Which business? Because she's a part of a lot of businesses.
Right. So I guess the overall aspect of everything that you do, you know, as women, we find ourselves trying to put our best foot forward, trying to make sure we're represented in a proper way. Entering, when you first got into doing everything that you do as far as DJing and, you know, working out in the community and even being a model, you know what I'm saying? I see you flicking it up.
I'm not a model. I take pictures for friends.
You serve face for friends. You gotta say
that.
Serve.
I guess lightly brushing over the somewhat negative and ignorant things that you've run into and the solutions that you've been able to come across in order to pull yourself up out of them. So I guess, for example, when I first started doing PR, I ran into a lot of, oh, well, you go with such and such and so and so. Okay, well, who I'm dating is irrelevant to the work that I actually can do. But this is what I can do for you, and this is what I do. So we're gonna respect it as such and keep it moving. So if you can or are able to share, what is something that you dealt with?
Well, one thing about that, I really do believe that your network is your net worth. Mm-hmm. I really do believe in that. I feel like everyone should surround themselves with people who are where they want to be or where they are with like-minded people. Mm-hmm. But the issue of who you're sleeping with deterring you from certain opportunities, like, the funny thing about that is I had to deal with that slightly, and then I ended up in the same rooms that those people tried to keep me out of. Mm-hmm. So that part I really don't give a damn about. But one of the things that I had to go through was the whole, oh, you just got here because you cute, or who did you fuck, or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like, that is super annoying, and people just, like, I look nice, but I'm really not. Sometimes, like, I can get real
Sour Patch Kids. I got
real Bama sometimes.
Okay.
All right. I like that. Okay.
And I really don't play about my business. So, if I feel like someone is disrespectful, or I'm gonna call you out on it.
Yeah.
And then that sometimes get misconstrued as, oh, she's a bitch, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like, so that's something I had to deal with.
Yeah.
So you got to know when to stand up for yourself.
You do, especially like as a woman in this industry.
Yeah, people
get overlooked all the time or bypassed because they don't speak up.
Yeah, closed mouths don't get fed.
That's true.
That's real. Mm-hmm. All right, so since we are discussing business, what is all the things that you do that you want people to know that you do? What are all that you're involved in?
I mean, take your time. You got a beef patty, you got jerk chicken,
right.
We got empty foil. You take your time. Just work through
we
it.
got empty
Just,
foil.
take your time. We at the table.
We got plastic bags under the sink.
Yes, and
take home plate
and soy sauce in the top drawer.
I know that's right.
Yeah, this is a black home. You're safe here.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you take a sip of juice.
Salute on that one.
Cider. Yes.
Shout out to Juice.
Yes.
Shout out to that guy. Oh man, bless his heart.
First of all, what's killing me is that there's liquor and a mango smoothie.
Right.
We have liquor, but wait, a mango smoothie while we're at it.
I tell you, I'll be healthy when I can.
Drink, but keep it healthy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Even kill.
Oh my.
Well, obviously, or not obviously, I am a DJ. I just now created a foundation called Louder for mental health awareness for women in entertainment. I'm also director of programming for an arts education, and I have a 9-to-5 in a nonprofit organization. And I think that's it for right now.
Okay. Take your time, baby. Take your time. That was great. I feel like you were at the podium, and I was like, did we all write that down?
Right. Did we all get that? So let's speak on your new foundation, Louder. So what's going on with Louder? So for women in the industry, is this like a creative space where everyone can pull up and discuss? Or what are you doing with that?
It's broken down into 3 parts: advocacy, mentorship, and awareness.
Okay.
And it will be like a safe space where people can come in and have therapy sessions and just or women, not people.
Yeah,
women.
Is it just based like solely towards women?
Solely towards women in the entertainment industry. So if you're a graphic designer in the industry, a lawyer, like it doesn't matter. If you're a woman in the industry, then you're free to come, please. So it is a safe space, but I also want to partner with a couple of colleges to build the data behind mental health in various industries in the entertainment world.
When you say data, what data are you looking for exactly?
Just based off like the mental health aspect of how do you cope with mental health? Do you ever have anxiety? Because a lot of people don't even know the various types of mental health disorders or things like that. So just pulling the data of suicides that's happened, how stressed women get like on touring or just like the daily nuances of
like if you're an event planner,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Right. How high are your stress levels? What's your anxiety like? Like me.
Yeah, you do a good job.
That sounds awesome. You do a good job though. That's really beautiful. So where are you guys located? Or do you guys have a location yet? Or?
We do not have a location yet. It's actually not launched. Like I just
so it's like we're still working on it.
Yes. Like
okay, love that.
Literally just got all my paperwork together to be established as a nonprofit.
Oh, that's lovely.
So the launch is happening in May.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
In May.
Mental Health Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mental Health Awareness Month.
That's beautiful. All right, we're gonna be looking out for the flyers for the opening, and congratulations on that.
Thank you.
What I do want to ask. I'm gonna have to dive into the. Yeah, go ahead, take a bite. I'm gonna dive into the phones for this one. We're gonna dive into the notes for this baby.
I like how she wants to touch it. She's like, yeah, about to get there.
We in here like somewhere. I'm diving into my notes because this is a rather important question.
I really enjoy being a guy at the women's talk table. This is special for me.
Yeah.
This kind of information.
Is it lit?
Yeah, it is. This is going in my handy dandy notebook. Can I get sued for that? Say handy dandy notebook?
I don't know.
Come from my name? I
don't think so.
All right, cool. I just had to ask these questions.
I don't know if that's. Do they even still say that anymore? Because you know,
it's not. Is it still on now?
No. It is?
Oh.
What? Oh yeah, it's a different guy.
It's not Steve, so it doesn't matter.
Right. No one cares.
Just like how they about to get rid of the guy from Jeopardy.
Oh, but he's died.
He got cancer.
He has cancer.
The original one?
Alex Trebek. Yeah, he made a whole announcement.
I did not know this. I now feel bad. I am going to now be silent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, leave that. Leave that shit. Nah, niggas gotta see my mistakes. You can leave that.
Oh. Okay, so we gonna change gears on that. So, in the year of, we're just starting with 2019, and we can even go further back to 2018. If you want, we can do it all the time. Whatever women's group or whatever women have you worked with that you've been happy to work with? Or is there somebody that you want to work with?
Those are like two separate, totally long ass lists.
Okay, so let's start with
the women who I have worked with. Yes. In the DJ world, DJ Miss Milan, Susie Analog. Oh, you love her? That's my girl. She's so sweet. I worked with Track Girl before. My homegirl Ashley Blake. Basically all of my very close friends like Myra, Brittany Lou. I really use my friends as part of everything that I do. Like if I need a website done, I'll hit up my girl Kiara. I'll refer her. Sahad, she's amazing. My boss at my 9 to 5, she's just like the shit. She's in her fucking 40s and she's just so flexible with me, and she really pushes me to do DJ full time so that I can hire her. So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
I don't know. Like it's been so many amazing women. To be honest, you, bitch, you. Yes. Like when I first met you at the first Mental Health Monday, I was like, okay, Coop has the bubbly personality. Let me go Google her, and I did.
That's the fridge. I love this. Hey.
Yes.
I want to hype behind this.
the high part. No, I would love that.
Oh shit, you're blushing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I don't get to see that on camera.
Yeah.
Someone get a close up on her face. We got like some red going on right now. Yeah.
She's so funny.
Stop. Yeah. That is so dumb. I don't know what to do with my life right now. I'm just
ain't no script now. Yeah. You alright? You good?
No.
Yo, someone there.
No, but I was serious. No, I would love that. That'd be so beautiful, and I'm so honored. And I don't know what to do with my hands or myself, so this is great. Like, don't know what to do with my hands. I just feel like we were doing great things. Never mind. Anyway, no Ricky Bobby, but no. Wow. Okay. I wanted to ask about her future plans, and I can't get it out. Like.
So about your future plans.
Thank you.
My future plans. I think my main focus is just gonna be DJing and more than likely producing my own remixes of a couple of my favorite songs.
That's very necessary to today's culture.
Yes, it is. That and just building on louder. Like, I really see louder being something really huge, and I think a lot of people will appreciate it. Even men, because like men manage a lot of females, and they don't understand how to manage a female. Yeah. So if they even learn or get some takeaways from louder on how to better serve their artists or whomever, I think that'd be beneficial for them too.
That'd be beautiful. Yeah, like having something for the managers in the industry and how to help work with or deal with either younger female artists or just female artists overall, because that is definitely a great point.
Because it's very received differently. I know one of the rappers, I think her name was Asian Doll or something, she was talking about how they told her that she needed to get a boob job. The record label told her that she should get a boob job, and she had, I think she has a male manager or whatever. Like, a female manager would not have, I don't think would have gone for that at all. Like, but as a male manager, it's like, oh, you need to look a certain way. And
just go and do it.
It's received differently.
Versus, like, and even if maybe a female manager did, at least she probably would have a way to communicate that.
Yes.
Versus just like, just go and do it.
Right. Just go get your titties done.
Just tactfulness in the messages that should be presented.
Definitely. So anyway, we're gonna continue on and move on.
I love seeing you try not to blush on camera. I think that male aspect you speak on though is very important. If you do it, you should just call it something like be a man, because like how men are viewed in society, we're supposed to have all the answers, quote unquote. Technically, that's how it's built around. So like, as guys, our responsibility is to know when to be able to reach out for help and admit, I have something that I don't know and I need advice. So coach me on this so I can be the man that I'm viewed as and fulfill that role correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. I know, that's all right. Look at us, creating energy. That's what we do. That's what we do. So I want to ask you, DMV Culture Show. She's from Jersey.
I'm from Jersey.
You're from Bama. I'm from here, but we're here together.
No, what part are you from?
PG County.
PG County.
Okay.
That's what everybody I know.
Forget it.
There's very few people I know from DC.
Yes.
Everybody's from PG County. Everybody's from PG County.
Because, we breed greatness. We do this thing.
I did hear all the fine girls are from PG County.
Thank you, baby. We are. Pretty Girl County. But I want to ask you.
Shots everywhere.
Coming from Bama. It's like, no. But coming from Bama, what brought you here? What makes you come here? What made you come here? What made you fuck with here?
One, it was just the opportunity that I had. While I was in the REACH program, my mentor is amazing. So she was like one of the teachers in School of Social Work. And so the Master's Social Work program actually had a UA in DC where their social workers would just come up to DC for a semester or whatever. I wasn't in the master's program or even in social work at all, but she connected me to that coordinator. And so she actually got me into DC just to do what I wanted to do, because one thing I really do love are geriatrics. Like, I love old people.
What is a UA?
University of Alabama.
Okay, I just started UA. I was like, just to
UA.
find people who don't know. So.
University of Alabama in DC. So they have a program where they bring their master students up to DC and just do some internship work. So I got connected into that, and then the place I went to, they loved me and hired me full time right when I graduated. So I graduated on a Friday and I started work on a Monday.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. That jump took me like some months when I graduated.
She said Friday. I was like, wait, so the 2 days between it. Oh, Monday.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I had to like
start a business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And you've been here since? You've been living here since?
Yes, 2015.
I know that's right. So you when you got here, were you culture shocked? Were you? Because when people usually come here, they're like, oh, well, there were so many black people. And then they say things like, oh, well, you guys are so interesting with the way that you talk. Like, were there any things like that for you here?
The dialect was a little different for me, but I'm pretty sure mine was too when I first got here. So.
What year did you get here?
2015.
Okay.
So I think in 2015 it was like a lot more black than it is now in most neighborhoods, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a culture shock. Like, I'm from Birmingham, so I know a lot of black people. Like, it's really black in Birmingham. Certain parts. It was very different dynamic. Like, the people. At first, I got a sense like of the various cliques in DC, just being like from an outsider. And it was at certain points like, oh, well, if you mess with these people, then you're not welcome over here.
Yeah.
So that was like very new to me.
Did it take time to pick up on that, or you?
It didn't take any time. Like, I picked it up like within the first 4 months.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The winters I don't like. I don't fuck with. I hate the cold.
Yeah. Understandable. Trust me, being from here in Coop.
But I'm really glad I chose DC because it's like a midpoint between here in LA or Alabama and LA or Alabama and New York. So it's like a little stepping stone for me. Yeah. It was like a lot more culture than Alabama, but it wasn't too fast paced where I would lose my mind.
Yeah.
So.
How did you feel about the joning culture? How do you feel about that? Because we do a lot of cracking jokes, and sometimes it can come off a little much.
The term Bama grind my gears. Fucking hate it. I feel so. I get it. I've heard all the thesis statements, all the dissertations of how it's not a bad thing.
I'm from the South too, so I take it as fighting words. Like when I first moved up here, I was like, "What did you say to me?"
Right. Right, because we can fight if you want to.
You see what she's doing with the hands. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
This whole convo, those were not there.
Right.
But they're there now.
Yeah. They were Bama.
Yeah. Are those hands licensed? Okay, all right, cool.
No, so I can be anybody.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
I see that.
Yeah, that was a thing for our culture for a while. And you know, it's crazy. A lot of the words that we used to say, we don't say anymore. Like Bama isn't really as much as you.
One word I don't hear a lot is lunchbox. I don't hear that.
Yeah, luncheon is something we don't say that often either. Like, oh, you luncheon. We don't really use that anymore. And we talked about Joe a few episodes ago.
I used that on Twitter. After
you did, and that's when I knew it was serious.
Yeah.
Oof. That was a lot.
Actually, let's not talk about this. But anyway, yes.
Isn't young still a word?
Young
and Mo.
Yeah.
Mow down. I see Aki's coming back. That kind of bothers me.
Really?
I would rather that stay where it was. Yeah.
What is Aki?
Aki is the hotep, the young man on the metro with the kufi and you know my brother is playing the Nas and
yeah, it's making a comeback. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You called them hotep.
They just I gotta use nowish terms, but yeah, they're kind of. Yeah, the brethren who feel a little philosophical, but really don't know what they're talking about. Okay. But you know, they found the light though. Not sure which light it was, but they found a light.
They found one of them.
Yeah. Something. That's an Aki. You know.
Okay. I feel it.
On the metro. Let me say that again.
I don't do metros.
Baby on
I'm terrified of metros.
You know, usually.
I don't blame you. I remember the days I used to ride the metro.
Yeah.
Then I
Talk
just
about
decided to
entertainment.
move closer to everything.
I was not entertained.
Yeah.
So let's backtrack. Let's do a little throwback situation. From all that you've accomplished now and what you're doing now, what would you say to your younger self?
I procrastinated. Like, do not procrastinate. Like, don't second guess yourself. If you fuck up, it's a lesson learned. Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was so scared of failing.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you always fail up. You don't ever fall down. Like, you fail up.
I've never heard that, but I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
One day I too will fail up.
You know what I'm saying? Fail up.
Yeah.
You know?
Like filling up these cups.
Absolutely.
That's how you really feel up again.
It was so smooth, too. Just
Right. That was lovely.
That.
I love that a lot. Okay, so are you aware of any local safe spaces for young women who are trying to, you know, get out into the creative space and do creative things? Do you know of any?
Not something that's consistent.
Okay.
I know Girla is doing a push for creating a safe space and bringing more women into the creative world. But other than that, no. Do you?
Wow. You know, I feel like there's quite a few women who are doing different things. While we don't have like a set location, like there isn't like a
it's not
a YMCA for women
Yeah.
who are creatives and who want to be creative. Somebody write that shit down.
I'm writing it down. Don't worry about it.
Do that. Somebody
doing
do that. We need a YMCA for the women, you know? But no, we don't really have a specific area where young girls can come through and, hey, I want to learn how to be an audio engineer. I want to learn how to be, you know, a manager. And, you know, we don't really have that. But I do know that women are doing different pop-up shops and different initiatives and different things.
For sure.
Wow.
I think I have the space in mind for it. So.
Yeah. I mean, so the funny thing is, I went to all girls Catholic school. So, shout out to Lucy Seaton.
I was going to say, so you're not going to say it?
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, growing up in that situation and going to that high school, I was able to get my confidence together. Like, you know, it was just all girls. So we were in there and if somebody burped in your presentation, it was what it was. We just kept talking. Versus if you were in a co-ed school, you gonna get crack jokes on it.
Right.
But all girls, we all just, hey bro, we all looking messy. Our buns are not sitting the right way. We all wearing the same uniform from yesterday, some of us. Who cares? But we're here together and that's crazy. I wish that there was something more for the young adults, the 18 through 21s. Because just because you grow up don't mean you don't stop needing mentorship, or you don't need a friend, you don't need a sister.
Yeah.
You don't need someone to look out for you. That's wow, that's something to touch on, isn't it?
That's gonna be
yeah.
So
but also shout out to people who are doing the initiatives and having programs. I know we had a conversation where Marty's working on something with her friends. Girl is working on girls working on something. We see them as a collective doing things together, but
at least the rest of them.
Yeah. And actually, the Everyday Weekend actually just invited me to come talk about being a female creative, and they're highlighting a few women creatives. So those who are highlighting us and doing things like that, you know, thank you.
And that's like, I really feel like that's the first step, is making people aware of it. Because like there were so many, I didn't even know there could be like female DJs. Like when I was in Alabama, I just knew of the hot like celebrity female DJs, but there are no female DJs in Alabama when I was there. Like I knew of none.
Wow.
So, and now that I see maybe 3 or 4 in Alabama now, like it's crazy to me. It's amazing. So I think the first step is really getting people to talk about it and being open-minded.
Do you plan on trafficking any of that magic back to Alabama?
Absolutely.
Like a couple of months and stuff.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, parties. Welcome to the dawn.
My reach back will definitely be towards Birmingham, like the public schools.
Okay.
Not so much as throwing parties.
Okay.
But definitely going into schools and making the other students aware of all the potential job opportunities, because there are a lot of people from Alabama who are just out here killing it. My best friend, Sierra, she works in film under Ava DuVernay and Lena Waithe.
Wow.
She's from Alabama. And then Lacey, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen. She's a graphic designer, just killing it everywhere. And then we have like Randy, who's in New York. He was just on the Hustle in Brooklyn show on BET.
Okay.
So it's like a lot of Alabama people, and we didn't know about these opportunities until we moved out.
Yeah.
So just making them aware of it while they're there.
So going back to your schools in Alabama, are you thinking more so like not really a career day, but maybe like some sort of camp type thing where you guys come and you can show them and teach them? That'd be fire.
Yeah.
That'd be really dope. Kids like to touch things, so DJing is perfect. You know, kids like to do. And
how this work? Press the button.
Right. You know, they love touching things, so that's amazing. Maybe more people should teach kids with DJing. I feel like children would.
They should.
I like the
There'll be a lot of less trouble, a lot of less gun violence, a lot of
right. Because you have to put your hands on. You need both hands to DJ. I'm just.
You do.
You don't have to be tough to be a DJ.
You know what I'm saying?
Gandhi do it with one hand though. She magic when she touches it. It's crazy. She be killing it. People be like, "Hey, ma," she be like, "I'm spinning. You see this? It's my style. Back up when you see me." And she be back on it.
Yeah, I like that.
She does.
What point did you like that she came across?
I like the point that you made about moving out and how important it is to move outside of your comfort area of where you grew up in order to create opportunities for yourself.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, like me being from Jersey, I was like, I'm not doing whatever the hell I want to do in Jersey. I was like, I fuck with y'all niggas. You guys been here for me since day one, but like the only college I pictured myself going to in Jersey was Rutgers University, and that was it, because that was like an hour and a half to 2 hours away from home. But I knew whenever I was done with college, I wasn't gonna stay in New Jersey, period. Because like people who grow up with you, they have this image of you as this is who you are, and you're not gonna be outside of that image. And if you do, there will be 2 steps outside of it, but that's it. When you go to other places, you really do have the opportunity to like recreate who you are, what you want to do. You become aware of your habits because you're outside of your comfort zone.
Right.
People who don't know you as you experience, just like me, they'll identify things about yourself you weren't aware of because you were home, and then you change that accordingly. So
that's true.
Oh, you nice.
Or even just staying at home, you have this whole Nipsey Hussle situation where niggas just hate when you're trying to do better.
Yeah. And that's the worst.
I'm proud of you guys for leaving the nest. It's so beautiful to have met you guys, because you guys flew from the Coop. You guys.
We fucking with you too, Coop.
We do. You teach us transplants. About the culture.
You feeling
I got y'all.
Didn't know about.
I got y'all.
Right.
I got y'all in the most positive way, absolutely. And but seriously, I think my dad talked about that too, as far as
being from Jersey.
Being from Jersey and you know, staying in one place, and how it's really good for you to go out here and spread your wings or whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. The most dramatic move I made was going to school in Roanoke, Virginia. But the point is this. That was a culture shock. That's another story for another day. But the point is, like, it's really important to get out and see as much as you can, and you know, to come so far the way you guys have come. Like, y'all got miles, y'all got states between y'all's home versus me just I had a bridge. Wasn't far enough for me personally, but due to unfortunate circumstances, I made the choice to be as close to home as I could personally tolerate. But I'm always gonna commend and love on everybody who comes here, because I think it's awesome. And I know how hard it is, because we a little bit difficult. We still kind of act like.
When you say we, what is this we that you speak?
I'm talking about
the you speak
the
for.
natives.
I'm talking about us DC PG people who hold on to the when we see outsiders, we kind of look and we gotta feel y'all out a little bit. And I understand how difficult that is.
Like, oh, y'all don't like go-go?
Like, oh, so you a new Joan? Do you know? What do you know?
Oh, you don't got the
what
big
do you know?
Okay.
You don't know who CCB is?
You don't know the icon?
New impression?
Okay.
You don't know Flex and Rain? You don't know PGC?
Oh, you know that walk, please walk, but that's it, huh?
Right. So is it mambo or is it mumbo? What are you saying over there?
You don't know about crabs. You don't know shrimp.
Exactly. You don't use Old Bay, my guy. Like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
You must just eat those burgers.
Right. So I get how it can be a little bit coming in here and the whole it's kind of like middle school class. Like when you new in middle school, everybody has their little friends already, and they're kind of like, who are you? And then you gotta then you warm it to the class, and then they realize, oh, okay, you're cool, it's fine. Then you finally get embraced. So I understand that completely, and I always love when people stick around and they can get through it and they tough it through, because I feel like being from here and people from here, we kind of on the outside we might seem a little abrasive and a little exclusive, but once a conversation on the barrier or that common ground is met, I feel like the DMV embraces, or the DCPG embraces, whatever.
Surprisingly for me, it was like a huge Alabama presence when I moved here. I know like a good 150 Alabama people that I know.
Where did you find these Alabama people, in case other people from Alabama haven't watched this episode?
We don't have like a monthly meetup or anything.
That would be nice though. That would be nice. You could do that. Unless they don't blend well.
But
it depends.
There are sometimes that it doesn't blend well, because I remember one UA event I went to. It was like another just woman in there, period. Like one of our alumni or alumna, he has like a partner, a law firm right on Pennsylvania Ave. So he had like a little meetup there, and this one woman, the only woman in there, she was like, well, are you Republican or Democrat? Because depending on what you say, I may or may not be able to help you. I'm just like,
yikes.
It's the Alabama meetup, not the political party meetup.
Yeah. So that's why we don't do monthly meetups. But if you move to DC, and you're gonna automatically know somebody, and then that somebody's gonna bring you to somebody's house, and then it's just gonna be like a whole cookout situation. So it's not hard.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
So that means that you made it to the cookout.
Definitely made it to the cookout.
And she got it played.
And we want to go home.
Yeah, she got some flakes, she got some crumbs, she got some flavors. But on that note, we're gonna take a break, guys. We're gonna take a break. Break. You said you got a minute left? No. Alright, cool. Yeah, because when you said that minute, I was like, hey, I got you. We do the cut, the big cut.
You're stupid. I can't.
Hey, what's up? What's up? No, of course, you want this? Or you want both?
Actually, both.
Hey, that's that homemade cider. That's Juice's shit right there. Hey, that's Jack Daniels. That's not Juice's shit right there,
Juice
man.
By Juice.
Hey, man. Hey, Juice by Juice, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna meet that nigga Juice one day. I'll be like, I see you, Juice.
You got
to go in Spanish.
Oh, man.
You knew.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You knew. A gran jugo.
Yeah.
Juice. I love that.
We were rapping beautifully earlier. I really like that. When you leave, I'm just gonna think about this conversation. What's popping? I mean, we live now, but like.
I think you said who was rapping? You said somebody rapping.
You guys were talking.
Oh,
I was in there, but like I was more so listening.
To the side.
Yeah.
When did you get your tongue ring to the side?
So initially they were snake bites, so I had two. And then I ate one. And then I never put it back.
You're a snake, son.
Tongue rings are easier to consume than you would like to believe.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something. When you hungry, fuck out of here about some damn tongue rings. Food first. Mm-hmm. We can worry about the rest later.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what it was for me. And then it was just like, I'm gonna put it back. Then I got tired of paying $20 every time I had to go buy a new ring. So I was like, we gonna be lopsided.
I'll be your friend.
We just gonna be lopsided. So now I'm at lopsided. It's the story of my life. Everything happened.
Oh my God.
Just kidding. But I mean, one day I really hope to get it done, because I really want to do it before I'm 30. Because who wants to be 30? And hey, can I get my tongue ring pierced again?
No, you don't want to be that
at 30. Especially even still, like, I've been wanting new ink for so long.
Me too.
Oh my!
I just want one red line just going all the way down.
That'd be interesting.
Where would it stop? The top of the head, so it'd be like Aang.
My middle finger foot actually.
Aang from.
I wanted to do my initials on my middle finger because I'm real anti-marriage. So
you're part of the show now, so you get to read the text messages when we get the notifications.
No.
Updates. Girl, No. I see where you guys are going. I like it.
But you know where I'm coming from.
I know where you're coming from. I know.
Slim didn't even want to communicate with me at all.
That's not what it's about. G, you use the S word, which is slim, which is a very important DC word.
At least I didn't say slim, because if I said slim, it would have been a real problem.
I would have not talked to you. I would have been like, yo,
the slim is real serious.
Okay, so we back.
Yeah. Shall we dive? Get our last stroke. I was gonna do I'm gonna do shoot my first shot. Shoot
the shot.
So my next question.
Let her know what's up. Yeah, Chasey.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, first of all, everybody down to go in because I love the
me too.
I'm just some shit on some real stuff.
Yo, we should go.
Five. We got 5, 6. Okay, everybody.
We should go.
No, definitely.
You know, Groupon be having group deals. And so, hell yeah.
Really?
Hell, we could do like a group of 5 or 6 for like, I think it's like $80 for 5 or 6.
Perfect.
I'm just, y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, we gotta get right
I've been waiting to bust off for a minute.
You know?
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm blind, but I don't miss bathing. Okay?
Yeah, she don't. Yeah, every single shot she shot, I seen it, man. They be hitting, man.
I don't miss, and I hold on to my little targets because I'm really weird, and like my headshots. And my the sternum shots. Oh, am I diving too much? Is it too much? We gonna bring it back.
It's cool.
Anyway,
we're supposed to dive this way.
Yeah, we diving this way.
Yeah.
So to start off my first round of questions before we dive into self-care, tell me the last woman-owned or women-curated, women-worked business you supported. So for me, I supported my girl Lowe's. Business. She sells crystals, she makes jewelry, and she's making me some waist beads. I'm so excited because they're going to be made with so much positive energy and love. She's going to pray over them, she's going to sage them, and they're coming with amethyst for the crown chakra, which is like going to be fire because that's my mom's not only birthstone, but the crown chakra is, you know, your thoughts, your creativity, and so I want to keep my creativity and my positive mind going forward. And I'm so happy. So shout out to Lo. Thank you. So yeah.
Mine would have to be my homegirl Mara. She's like this fucking creative genius. She actually did all of the branding for Louder.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Yes. Can we see that roll out?
I know.
Okay.
I was gonna say I want to see it now.
Yes.
I want to peek.
It's amazing.
That's beautiful.
She's killer.
And shout out to it being the best friend, the homie.
She's actually a new friend I met through my best friend. So you know how like the tribe just grows. Yeah. And she also has like her own women thing where it's called Tribe. And it's for Black women, so it's really cool.
There you go. Reach one, teach one.
Yeah.
Juice, the last women business
that I went to or supported. I wasn't ready for this question. I don't go out, so I don't think I'm gonna have a good answer.
I mean,
fast food doesn't count.
Well, food does count.
Does count.
Yeah, it do.
I did sushi the other day that was a Black owned. Damn, bro, I'm not gonna have a good answer for this. I don't think.
Well, I mean, there's your mom too. I mean, it's not a business. You didn't pay her for it, but shout out mom for feeding us today.
Right. Okay, so I had my mom bring us down food because like I'm Jamaican and I only eat Jamaican food from home. Period. Yeah. I've been to like 3 restaurants here in DC. No disrespect to them. I just know when they're half-assing on the seasoning or the fried plantain or anything else that's here. So I'd rather just have delivery. So like I don't go home, but I'm always repping Drake.
Yeah. I see
so last time my mom came up for my birthday as a surprise, they brought me up food, and they did get paid for that because I don't believe in doing transactions without payment.
Shout out mom then. Mom do?
Yeah.
That's lovely from the heart.
Yeah.
She made you. Yeah. What did mom make you? Let's talk about that.
You mean that's in my freezer right now?
Yeah.
To speak of? Alright, so I got beef patties, I have jerk chicken, I have jerk pork, I have tilapia with the seasonings. I have ackee and saltfish. I have breadfruit. What else I got?
Oh my God.
Rice and peas, cooked cabbage, curry. I have mackerel. What else? I have bami. What else is in the
What
freezer
is
right
happening right now?
that's that. But I keep quiet about it. So like it's April, and you've known my fridge had food, but you didn't know what was in my freezer until now.
Is that a big fridge energy?
Yo.
Yeah. Big fridge energy. Yeah. Yeah, that's a snacks reference. We're gonna start using that. Yeah.
BFE.
Oh. Hey.
Shout out to Brooke.
Right.
He's like, you got that big fridge energy.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so let's dive into self-care.
How about yourself? No.
Oh, for me? I did. I said I supported my friend Lo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't peep that.
And also, I had the opportunity to kick it with Murdy. She was hosting with Dre at Big Chief, so I got to hang out.
Okay.
Who else? Oh, so my hair is brought to you by Curls Dynasty, Black-owned products. My hair smells absolutely amazing. Whatever fruit smoothie you fuck with is what my hair smells like right now.
Okay.
And her products are in Target, so Bow, Curls Dynasty. What else? That's the only thing I'm wearing. That's by women.
Damn, actually, now I think about it, I have supported a lot of black businesses that's owned by women. Shamaya, the bracelets that I got for the DJs for the Under the Table project.
Yeah.
Also, Shania, the girl who did the necklaces that I was bragging about that I really liked, who showed up.
Syria.
Syria.
Yeah.
For the last mental health photo shoot, I was really proud of her work.
I almost wore her necklace today. Yeah.
I really want to find a way to like make her necklace and jewelry that she does bigger. Cause like we did dope photo shoots, but I know there's like a way to really bring in the focus more on the jewelry that she's given us.
Yeah.
So I want to figure that out.
Yeah. That's work.
Yeah.
Product shoot.
Hey,
Sound like a product shoot.
It's
Sound like a commercial. Is that what I'm? That energy.
Yeah.
Big fridge energy.
Yeah, we just.
I feel that. I got the vibe.
Yeah.
See how I did that?
Be dead ass. Like, yo,
I got that.
Anybody we work with or we do
I do
shit
that.
with, I mean, look what's on my chest, yo. You matter.
Yeah.
Like, just bring the shit with me. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to all the women. All the women. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so it's Sunday. It's the day where we, wind down. We get ready for the new week. It's a gorgeous day. It looks like it's about to do a little rain, but we're going to ignore that.
That's good. Don't look out the window.
We're not even going to worry about it. So, let's say you've had an event-filled day. You've done an event. You've been DJing for like 20,000 hours. How do you decompress? What is your self-care routine after you've done an amazing set? What do you do?
Out there bubble burn.
Yeah. The fact that he sound like it too. The fact that he sound like it too.
Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me so much? Why do you hate me? Oh my god.
Yeah, don't like that, Johnny.
I actually do like a really long ass shower with the eucalyptus tree.
Okay.
Like just steaming and like the smells. And I'm really big on like aromatherapy.
Yes,
so
me too.
I have my diffusers throughout the whole house, whatever.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Do you incense at all? Or do you candle it?
I candle it like shit. But sometimes I take it too far. I just spent like $280 on one candle.
Where would you at? Yankee Candle? Did you Yankee Candle it?
No.
How big is this candle? What website did you go to? I need answers.
Burrito. That's like my favorite scent. Burrito.
What oil is in it? What?
Nothing.
That's a big price.
Is it like a big, like who is this candle?
This discussion needs to happen now.
Maybe a little bit smaller than that.
Can you smell it in the other room?
You
Right.
can.
Who is this candle
You can
made
smell it
by?
before you get to your front door.
Burrito.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Where are they from?
That's probably right there.
You can find them in like Barney's, Saks.
Oh.
I have so many questions.
High fashion candles, everyone. We're doing name brand
There's high
aromatherapy.
fashion
Yeah.
There is high fashion candles.
You don't have to be embarrassed. This is a safe
I'm
space.
not, 'cause this
We
is
are
my
here
shit.
for this
I
right
love
now.
it.
Like,
I love it.
what does the candle do to you exactly? Like,
It just makes me feel like a bad bitch, you know?
Oh yeah, we need one of them.
Right?
We need
a
one
bad
of them.
bitch candle?
A bad
That's
bitch
out here that I don't know about.
They got bad bitch candles.
I need to save up to get me a bad bitch candle.
Yo.
On my bad bitch bubble bath nights with the bath bombs. I didn't know.
Yes, bad bitch candles.
Damn, I gotta catch up for real though.
Yeah, I remember those. So we got big fridge energy and bad bitch candles.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, bruh, damn.
Yo.
That's
Damn.
like listening to City Girls. And
Wow, that's impressive. You need to
Candle.
educate us one day. Just send us links whenever you like go to the website next time.
I'm gonna bring it next time.
Yes. Okay. So
you just sit around and smell it.
So
But-
therapy.
And then I sleep. I don't typically get a lot of sleep, so Sundays I sleep and cook. Cooking is another like therapy for me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for making time for us then, if that's the case.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you made time for this today.
I tried to be on time, but I was like a few minutes late.
No, you made time. We appreciate that period. Because this is your day.
Thank you guys like for having me.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Of
it.
course. I fuck with you heavy, so this is just
My
great.
life has changed.
Even though you hate me most of the time, but it's okay.
Do I hate you?
You
do
hate
I hate
me.
you? What do I do when you come into the building? When you set up, right before you spin, what do I do? Do I hype you? I fucking hype you. I will always hype you. You will be hyped. You'll be on my timeline. I'll be a slut for the hype. What are you doing? You hyper her, nigga. Yes, that's me. That's her.
You gonna get this hype.
You gonna get this
He
hype.
hates me so much.
I hate you. I will hype you, girl. Maybe compliment you in public on camera. You want to do this? I wipe my face. I'm breaking a sweat thinking about hyping you.
Oh my god.
He's using his award. Hey. Yeah. Red ones know.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you do any special treats? Do you treat yourself when you are decompressing? All right. So I guess listen. So
Yeah.
when we end our events,
Yo.
when I go home,
Yo.
and I boost,
Tell me about
not
it.
only is there a long shower and there's incense, but I treat myself. Whether I treat myself with something good to eat, and who knows, that might be a 5-piece wing with fries and mango sauce or everything. It might be a slice of chocolate cake. Who knows?
It might just be some nice fries because you love your French fries.
You know, I love me some French
You love your
fries with the
fries.
Old Bay. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
right
saying?
on the
It all
top.
depends.
Yeah, like a real PG.
And if I throw real Merlin, I throw some vinegar on that bitch.
There you go, Merlin.
And some ketchup.
Yeah,
You hear me?
dabbing
I'm
on
saying.
all them folks.
What?
Yes, yes. Unwind, relax, decompress.
Listen.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Boom.
but also I have a, cooking is therapy. I cook sometimes too when everything's not frozen. When that shit be frozen and you just be like, it's frozen, y'all.
Yeah.
What I'm doing. But also, I find that certain genres of music I use, sometimes it's silence for me, and also rolling out words for me. So
That is, yeah.
like,
That's one of my treats.
whew, yeah. So how do you, or unless you're a bad bitch candles, how you treat yourself? I usually treat myself through a little food thing, or if I'm feeling real spicy, sure you might treat yourself to some new hair, some new nails. But what is the treat you like to treat yourself?
It would definitely have to be food. Anything else, I try not to do it.
Yeah.
That bitch just bought a house, so
Yeah.
budgeting is a thing.
Beautiful.
Budgeting is a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Understood.
So balancing the business and budgeting a new home. Okay.
That shit gets expensive fast.
Understood. So.
Oh, flowers. That's what I do love. I will
Flowers.
treat myself to some flowers.
I do too.
I have like a whole plant lady.
I've heard people say that. I tried to get some plants. They died on me. I didn't do the best job.
I'm surprised because when you talk to them, and you love hyping stuff up, and it makes them perk up.
So at home, ironic I'd say that here.
Right.
I'm very antisocial.
Oh.
So I go down to my room and I chill out. So like how you guys decompress after like the events, I literally will like sit in silence for hours and just like think about like what did we do? Okay, I really enjoyed everyone smile here. What can we work on? So like I literally go into work mode and then it's like you gotta don't go into work mode. So then I'll go outside on the porch. So actually I don't spend time here unless I'm doing stuff constructively. So like I'll sit here and I'll make the homemade cider recipe to put on the stove. I'll come here on the computer to answer emails to make sure everyone's doing okay. I'll come here and I'll be like, if you like FaceTime me sometimes when we're talking business things, I'll like leave my room to come talk here. So like I can remember what we talked about instead of down there. But I was like, well, I was asleep anyway, but I did a good job carrying that combo.
Or my favorite is when I catch you and you're off and then I take off and then we have like dinner.
Yo, she be trapping me, yo. She be like, yo, I'm pulling up. I'm in the city. Where you at?
Yeah.
Like one time.
I make him have fun.
One time I was like in my room. She's like, "Oh, where you at?" I was like, "Oh, I'm home." She's like, "Can I come over?" I was like, "Huh?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like 20 minutes away. 10 minutes later. Hey. I was like, "Oh, niggas knocking my fucking door." I was like, "I guess I gotta leave my room now." So yeah, that's what happened.
I be trapping him with the fun.
That's good though.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, she pulls me out.
That was a great day too.
I'd rather just snap than be in the crib. So
yeah. A couple of my friends are like hermits, and then like I have to force them out because they get so used to just like being inside that they forget like there's shit to do. Like you can go out and have fun. So it's good for the mental.
Now that the weather's breaking, I personally find myself more willing to step outside than before. Because even though I harass him about going out, sometimes he's had to pull me out and say, "Hey, come to Velvet."
We pick and choose.
And now that it's like it's nicer and Hades can come hang out with us when we do certain things, I'm more willing to step outside. So, but the point is, children, go outside and love on yourself.
Play.
Get some air.
Be my friend.
Self-care is important.
Yeah, so anytime I put up those tweets on Twitter about coming out for food and shit, niggas should pull up. Yeah. Because we gonna talk about all the shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like anything people be pulling up to Velvet to talk to me about that I don't willingly talk about because I'm at work, so I'm not gonna talk about work at work.
Work.
Yeah, pull up for the food.
Gotcha.
Except for you guys, you're different. I like exchanging ideas with you.
And you good for the sushi.
Yeah.
You don't get scared of eating too much sushi?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Alright, so since I did the diet change of no red meat, as everyone just saw me eat chicken, this is my cheat day.
Well, this isn't red meat though. You know that, right?
Chicken?
Is it red meat?
No.
It's not?
Poultry? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Oh.
You Gucci?
Yeah.
Bird?
Maybe I've been too hard on myself. I thought if it walked on land and it bled, you red meat, so I can't eat you. No. But for the sushi, in terms of the diet change, I do get afraid of eating too much sushi, but I do balance out well. So like, I'll do sushi once a day, and then after that, it's like water, fruits, vegetables. I balance out that way, and then I just have one day where it's just no meat at all.
Okay.
So that's my switch up. Because fish can get to you, especially the raw kind, if you're not careful. Especially if your body's used to that.
Grow worms inside of you.
You said what?
You can grow worms.
Oh, word?
From too much fish?
Too much sushi.
Oh, wow.
Because it's so raw, like so much raw product, you might get.
Well, that would make sense if you eat eggs. They'll probably hatch. It's like
She said worms.
Typically with like sushi fish, it's flash frozen, so that kills the bacteria.
Oh,
it's not like raw.
Like from the
frozen.
sea.
Yeah.
Like raw. Okay.
So they put it in the freezer. That kills the bacteria.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate your concern though, because you said that. I had to pat my head. I was like, what if I'm losing weight because of worms? What if I'm doing this to myself?
That's like the episode of The Office. Kelly thought she had a worm in her system.
I was looking at my stomach like, yo, is this what's going on? I thought I was just putting on a bad bitch for a week.
Let me tell you something. The Office is good for anything in life.
Oh my god, it really is.
Period. Like you can associate any life situation from an episode of The Office.
That's true.
I use a lot of Office memes because my name's actually Dwight.
Yes.
So every time I use the Dwight meme and people don't know my name's Dwight, I be like, yeah, niggas, Dwight memes. My friends get it.
Whenever I think of your name, I think of Seymour. But we all know it. I think of
I got you.
From the Little Shop of Horrors.
Feed me, Seymour.
Especially when he hits my phone to go get food, I'll be like, feed me, Seymour.
I'm all about the eats. Wait, did we talk about how we unwind and stuff like that and decompress?
Yeah.
Okay, so you wanna go next? Or because just you, me, you.
Yeah, no, I think it's you.
All right,
it's you.
So therapy. You have a lot of experience with therapy, and you've explained the importance of therapy and how you're currently adding that to your platform going forward. what have you learned in your process of going to therapy, its importance, and how other people need to handle that resource with care? Because therapy is a resource.
It is. I think the first thing would be know that there are different types of therapists. You have life coaches, you have actual therapists, and then you just have like psychotherapists. So just knowing what you need for that particular point in your life. You probably won't need the same therapist throughout your whole life, but if you're fortunate enough, that's amazing. But as you progress and grow, you should grow to a newer therapist or just like get a different perspective on life. So that's one thing I definitely learned throughout my courses of getting therapy. And it's something that you should just use even if you aren't going through something. A lot of people tend to need therapy when they're at the absolute lowest, like when it's borderline suicidal or you just don't know what the fuck to do. And there are some things that you can do before you even get to that point. So
okay. Would you say there's a sensation of anxiety that comes with changing therapists if you're like unaware of growth that certain people may go through? I literally just thought about that in this moment. Because like when you said grow, I was like, wait, so I gotta get therapy and I gotta grow with a new person if I outgrow my old therapist? I don't know if my heart can take that.
All of my therapists have they've recommended other people. Like when I moved to DC, my first therapist was a recommendation from my previous therapist. So therapists, they should be open enough to say, hey, I think you're doing good, or I think you should see someone who better suits your needs. Because me talking to an older white man, yeah, he gets it, but he's not going to get it like a black woman. So there's those differences. And yes, anxiety, get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Appreciate that anxiety. Help it make you move forward. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a certain thing as a good level of anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the idea of shopping around for a therapist because you do see specialists for different things. Like you have your general practitioner, but you also might have an endocrinologist, or you also might have an oncologist for whatever reason. So I like the idea of you can start with this therapist, but who knows? You might just need, after seeing that therapist, a life coach to just give you a little pep and a step to keep you going versus sticking with one type, because we all should continue to grow and evolve and change and progress. And I like that a lot. I like that idea. I like the idea of it might seem nerve-wracking to switch and change, but that's life and that's what it is. And your doctor definitely, obviously, well, I wouldn't even say obviously because there's a lot of strange things going on, but your doctor should be able to refer you to someone and keep your healthiness growing and continuing. So I like that. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. I really enjoyed that. With your platform, even though you've just started your platform, you've talked out publicly about therapy, mental health, and everything else. Do you ever have situations where people approach you for that help? The only reason I say that is because since Coop and I and Ryan, hi Ryan, have started our Mental Health Monday campaign, we have a lot of situations where people will come to us with their problems and we have to clarify things on the spot. And I have no issue with being clear, but I do have to be considerate of those people's feelings. Because I work at a bar, so they get the alcohol and they're like, yo, I need to talk to you. Yeah. And I'm like, I feel you and I get where you're coming from, but I can't help you. And you two, you've gone through this. We've really been put in positions where we tell people hey, we throw these events and these pop-ups to create spaces for you guys to get help from the right people. We're providing you the resources. We're not here to be your support system. We're here to encourage you positively, but point you in the right direction, because we don't have what you would need to get help. So we can make your load lighter, but we're not the ones to help you carry that load.
Right. For me, it's kind of the same, but kind of different. If you have some shit you just need to get off your chest, I'm gonna be there to listen. I'm gonna always be there to just hear anybody's out. there's been numerous of times where I've seen people just on my timeline tweeting depressing shit. I'm just like, hey, slide in the DMs. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need to talk? Like, do you just need to get the words out so you can feel better? Like, I'm open to that all the time. I don't care if you're drunk, sober. It doesn't matter to me. Hell, I prayed for one really drunk girl, and come to find out after the prayer, her dad and her brother just died, like within 2 days of each other.
Wow.
So you never know when someone just literally just wants to talk. So I'm always open to hear anybody's problems. Like, I can listen, but at the same time, I am going to say I'm not going to be the one who can help you further. But
yeah.
So yeah, I will always refer them to someone else or give them the resources to how to take the next steps. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm always listening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How dare you be so dope? It's cool. It's cool. Just take your time. Just soak it in. We here. We all in the room. We so quiet because we just like, wow, you tight. You hear that? Just heard his footstep.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's why it's important that you already know your boundaries.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's, oh, I want to be there for everybody. And then you lose track of yourself. You lose track of what you have going on. And then you have other extra weight that you might not notice or might not be able to handle. So that's important.
That's like the whole idea of checking on your strong friends. Like, so yeah, I do get that. Yeah.
That's important. Well, how you feeling?
I'm good. I'm getting snotty because it was so good.
Allergies and things. All right, so on this note, I think we're a wrap here. I want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you guys for
I hope you
having
had a
me.
good time. Thank you guys for being here with us another Sunday. Thank you, Juice.
Thanks, hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Just at the table.
We have the illustrious, listen to my SAT word, the illustrious
bad bitch.
Okay, the bad bitch herself.
The baddest.
Okay, the fine and attractive.
Show my fucking dog, niggas.
Okay, put it on her set.
She a baddie.
DJ Shonda.
Roll Tide, niggas.
Roll Tide.
You A when you see her.
Yeah.
When you see her, she over there, but when you see her.
Bama, but not that part, you know what I'm saying? So thank you. Appreciate you and all that.
Yeah. We
Thank
really
you guys.
appreciate you coming up here. It means a lot to us.
I appreciate it.
You got your shout outs, baby. You want to plug things, baby?
Yeah, plug it off. Plug it off. Plug it off. Look at the camera when you plug it off. That one right there. Yep, that one.
Plug
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
So make
Yes,
sure
this
you
camera on
follow. You hate me so much. He hates me, everybody. He literally hates me. My IG is DJ CHAN_DON. Same thing as Twitter, Facebook, but I really don't get on that. Shout out to everybody, like all the black women out here just killing it. All the women. I just want to work with everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to that accent. Heard. Yes. Southern Bells is winning. Okay. Out here. Thanks, guys. We out.
You don't want to shout out the candles?
Oh, yes.
The lavish candles.
No, they're not paying me. So no.
Oh, you right.
No free publicity. Ain't that what you be saying? No free.
Where my homemade cider? Someone got that
free.
cider. I need something to sip.
Oh,
Oh
no
shit,
free.
you really have the cider. Eh?
Oh, yeah. That's Liddy.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No free.
What was the passcode again? I'm about to dump
09 20 10 14.
Yes.
Whoa.
That's Juicy saying that all the time. I can't believe he tried to look at you.
You know how long it took me to remember that thing? Like
No free publicity. You say that
you
all
remember?
the
I
time.
told you the story as to like how I came up with those passwords and where they came from, right? Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, you guys want any homemade
you,
cider?
guys.
We just
Yes.
be drinking it in front of you.
I'll take a dash.